Who is Jesus? He's the best of the best. He's the greatest of the great. One thing that sets Jesus apart from everybody else is the miracles that he did. They're amazing. Think about it. Now, a miracle is an act of God. It's an intervention of God into our world in such a way that it temporarily suspends the laws of nature. It runs counter to the laws of nature. It does something that is supernatural. It's a miracle. And Jesus did many of these. Several dozen are described in the Bible. And his miracles were many. Like I said, several dozen miracles described in the Bible. Plus, John said there are many more than we could even write down. There were so many. Limited. He limited his miracles to the 3 years of his public ministry. He didn't do them all when he was a child or a teenager or a young adult. He did it when he began his public ministry right after his baptism. Historical. We have record. These things happen. They're literal. They really happened, it says. Reasonable. He did reasonable things. He didn't just fly around or do things just to impress people. He did things that made a difference. They were useful. If somebody was sick, he healed them. That was useful. If they was hungry, he fed them. Useful. Very. He did a variety of types of miracles. Over nature. He calmed the storm. He walked on water. He did miracles over sickness. He healed the sick. He defeated the enemy. He delivered people from demons. Over death. He raised several people from the dead. Public. He didn't just hide away. He did these in front of people, in front of large crowds of people. Spontaneous. He didn't need days to set up his miracle. He would do it in an instant. Somebody would call out and he would touch them and they would be healed. He did them instantaneously, right away. Didn't have to wait, and they were healed. And he did it for free. He didn't charge anybody. He didn't charge admission to watch him do miracles. He did it for free, and he did it in a kind-hearted way. He didn't do bad things against his enemies. He didn't do evil miracles against his enemies. He only did good miracles for normal people like you and me. Jesus did a lot of great miracles. He did them to verify his message that truly this is the Son of God, they would say after some of his miracles. He did it as acts of love because he cared about people. He was hurting. Lazarus, his friend, Mary and Martha, Lazarus' sisters, they were hurting, and then he raised Lazarus from the dead as an act of love. He did it to reveal his power, that people would know that he really is God. This isn't just a thing that he's saying. He's validating his power and his message and his person. He did it to produce faith. It says in John chapter 20, verse 30, it says, "And truly Jesus did many other miracles, many other signs in the presence of his disciples that are not written in this book. These that are written, that you may believe." Jesus did it to produce faith. Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in God? Do you believe Jesus is real? And he did it to foreshadow his coming kingdom. It says in Luke 11, when he healed someone, he says, and delivered them from demons, it says, this is an indication that the kingdom of God has come to you. One day the kingdom of God will be fully unleashed on this earth, and we will experience the kingdom of God where there is no sickness, there is no hunger, there is no demonization, there is no death. Jesus is the greatest. He's the great miracle worker. You need to get to know Jesus.